I unexpectedly just got something in the mail from The Sims. What? I got a watch. That's so cool.
Okay, what exactly is going on here? First it was Coach bags, now it's watches. What's next? An invitation to a private island in the Caribbean? I think we're all aware at this point that influencers can be really annoying. And it's because of these influencers who are so out of touch and so unashamed to just shill relentlessly for companies that anti-influencer content is becoming so popular these days.
Yeah, I don't think your original audience is interested in getting slapped in the face with consumerism every day.
And I can tell who was a content creator in the line and who wasn't. You can tell. You can tell by how we dress, you can tell by our hair, you can tell by...
Posting a $53,000 shopping haul on YouTube with the wealth gap worse than before the French Revolution is crazy.
So, I blacked out.
But people rarely talk about how bad the influencer situation is in the video game space. And I truly believe Sims influencers are a prime example of how bad things have gotten. We all know that EA is the main villain here, but at the same time, these influencers are a big part of why EA has been so successful. Some of these influencers we're going to talk about have spent the last 10 years being a salesperson for EA. Just think about that. These people have leveraged their social media followings to sell $1,500 worth of DLC to their millions of fans collectively, all while they line EA's pocket and take a little bit for themselves as well. In a previous video, I discussed Sims influencers who gleefully unboxed their $600 designer gifts from EA without a care in the world.
They sent me a Coach bag. Hello?
But what if I told you it actually gets worse? Because The Sims 4 announced its 105th DLC, and you know what that means.
This video was presented by the Sims Creator Program.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Another Sims pack, another round of influencers shilling for EA. And to those people who want to downplay the role that these influencers have in the success of this game, take a look at the comment section of the early access videos for this new DLC. Here's an example. There's this EA creator, Emma Nicole, who has 500,000 followers on TikTok, who has been doing early access videos for the Saudi Royals pack.
New Sim Royalty and Legacy expansion pack has some of the best cast outfits that I have seen in a pack in a long time.
And in the comments of this video, right above her saying, "Use my creator code," is a viewer who wrote, "This may have convinced me to buy this pack." Shocking concept, I know, but these influencers are influencing people to buy this DLC. But this time, I'm sure some of you noticed, it's been a bit different. Because when the last Sims 4 expansion, Adventure Awaits, was released, the EA Creator Network was a lot bigger. Since then, we had the buyout announcement and the subsequent mass exodus of Sims content creators from the network. So now it's slim pickings. The majority of the EA Creator Network is left, which is maybe why EA has been sending out so many of these gifts to influencers lately. And it appears that a lot of those influencers have taken the bait.
I unexpectedly just got something in the mail from The Sims. I have no idea what this is. I wasn't expecting anything. I didn't ask for anything. I didn't sign up for anything. So this is a surprise, whatever this is. As a thank you for being part of our community, we're sending you a special gift. I got a watch. That's so cool. It's part of the Casio Vintage Collection. Wait, this watch has a plumb bob engraving. And then also they said I got a mirror. Guess that's what this is. Let's open it up. Oh wait, no, it's not a mirror. It's a little crest. It's a crest. That's so neat. There is a little pocket mirror as well right here. And look at the engraving. That's really nice. I didn't expect this at all. Thank you so much, Sims team.
That's right, EA is sending out even more gifts to their most loyal Simmers. I want to know what goes through these influencers' minds when they decide to make videos like this, because not only are they promoting the 105th DLC from this notoriously predatory company, that same company is currently being bought by the Trump family and the Saudi government. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if they're unboxing gifts from Netanyahu in the next video. Now, this isn't a $500 Coach bag, but it's something. Apparently, the watch costs around $80, and with the other items, I imagine this PR package is worth around $200 total. And I want you to keep in mind that for every video like this of a Sims influencer unboxing a PR package, there's probably 5 to 10 more influencers who also got the package, but just didn't make a video unboxing it. I'm just showing you the ones who made the mistake of posting the video online. This creator, Jeremy Gone Wild on TikTok, said he wasn't expecting this gift. He seems surprised, right?
I wasn't expecting anything. I didn't ask for anything. I didn't sign up for anything. So this is a surprise, whatever this is.
And I'm not saying he knew he was getting a package with a fugly Casio watch in it, but it's the same situation with the Coach bags. It's funny to me that these people are pretending like they're completely shocked when they literally gave EA their address and put themselves on a PR list. I even watched this video recently where this creator was basically calling out influencers who act super surprised when they get PR packages.
You willingly give out your shipping address to a brand. So when I hear people saying influencers don't control how much PR they receive, I'm like, what?
You know, the influencers who act like the package came out of nowhere when in fact, they're asking for these gifts to be sent to them. EA reached out to these creators, asked if they can send them something, and they said yes and gave them their address. They're on a PR list. And I just think it's so fascinating that these Sims influencers want us all to believe that these gifts are a huge surprise.
I'm sorry, this is serious.
And that they're not expecting them at all. Danielle Builds did the same thing in her video a couple weeks ago when they sent her a Coach bag. You guys are not fooling anyone with this shit. In the comments of this TikTok, Jeremy here even admits that he received PR packages from EA in the past. So why are you surprised that they sent you something again? You know that you are firmly in their pocket. And make no mistake, okay, if at any time these influencers did not want to receive gifts from EA, all it would take is a simple email. Even Epstein could do it.
If you say, stop sending me stuff, they will. So this is why it confuses me when people seem to think that influencers have no choice but to receive all of this free stuff constantly, forever, for the rest of time. Because they do. They absolutely do have a choice.
They get sent free shit all the time. For years, people in the EA Creator Network have been sent free merch.
Because they sent me a PR package.
There were advent calendars sent out last year or the year before. I think I even saw brownies one time.
And they've even sent me some brownies and a romantic poem. Sims, are you flirting with me right now?
And they probably weren't even the good kind. It's one of EA's many ways of thanking these people for marketing their games for them. But what's even funnier is that this guy Jeremy made a video shortly after the buyout was announced a few months ago where he was clapping back at someone who suggested that leaving the EA Creator Network is the right thing to do.
You, with your comment, are telling me that the morally correct thing to do is to quit my job.
Is your job to be a shill or to be a content creator? To be clear, no one is saying that Jeremy or any of these people have to stop playing The Sims or making videos about The Sims. This is about them choosing to work with EA, a company that is currently being acquired by human rights abusers. This is about people who are going out of their way to work with EA, to take money, to take gifts, to promote DLC for EA. If you're a gaming content creator, there is no obligation or requirement to work with game companies. Period. So why are some people in the Sims community acting like these influencers are being held at gunpoint and forced to be a shill? I also want to say, and this is fascinating to me, for years, whenever people criticized these creators for working with EA to promote $1,500 worth of DLC to their viewers, these creators would always respond with,
"But I am not paid to make this video. All they do is give me access. I'm here to give you my honest opinion."
I'm not being paid or anything. I was just given this pack early to play.
"But EA's not paying me. I'm not in their pocket. I'm still giving you my honest opinion." Yet now we're hearing some of them say, "But I can't afford to leave the EA Creator Network.
I can't just quit right now, not knowing what's going to happen. I am not that fortunate."
The income that I do make from TikTok and YouTube and the EA Creator Network in general is money that I do also still need.
Which is it, babes?
They give me their games for free. That's the extent of our relationship.
Huh? What? I promise you, EA does not pay me for my opinion. They could not afford it. Oh. Okay.
Because it is awfully suspicious that for years, nearly a decade, these Sims influencers claimed that EA's not influencing them with money and their opinion is their own and they're totally honest. But if you're so financially reliant on EA that you cannot afford to cut ties with them, it sounds to me like it is about money. The reason this gets me so fired up is that these people have been lying to our faces for years. They have rarely been honest about their financial ties to this company, and it's more evident now than ever before. Yet still, some of them deny it. As a matter of fact, when I called out an EA creator in a previous video for not properly disclosing that $600 gift EA sent her, which was her legal obligation as an influencer, by the way, she doubled down and pretended like she did nothing wrong. These people actually believe that they do not have a financial relationship with EA, even though they're sending them gifts, handing them wads of cash, and flying them out to events. It's fraudulent. By the way, I did a simple search on YouTube and I came across at least 3 videos from Sims influencers in the EA Creator Network who posted what they called honest reviews about this Saudi Royals pack.
Hey, I'm here to give you an honest review of the Sims 4 Royalty and Legacy expansion pack.
My review for the Sims 4 Royalty and Legacy, and thanks to the EA Creator Network for providing me early access.
Thank you, EA Creator Network, for hooking me out with this early access.
The gall it takes to claim that you're being honest when you're getting gifts, money from creator codes, and free products from EA is off the charts, okay? Honest, really. They gave you the pack for free, they just sent you a $200 gift, they're cutting you a check every time someone uses your creator code.
Please consider using my creator code, BStreetLove, at checkout when you purchase on the EA app or Sims 4 website.
You cannot be honest when you're sucking on EA's teat. It's phony, plain and simple. We shouldn't normalize this behavior, and it should be called out when we see it. So I'm sorry, but I don't have any sympathy for people who choose to work with this company. Not the small creators, and certainly not the big ones. Such as Deligracy, a Sims creator with over 1 million subscribers here on YouTube. This is such a fascinating case to me because Deligracy is the only big Sims 4 creator who has decided to remain in the creator network. And why is that? Well, she made this post saying she wants to stay in the network so that she can encourage EA and The Sims to remain a safe and inclusive place for all players. I'm not a Deligracy viewer, so I don't know, and I could be wrong on this, but I've never seen her express an inkling of concern when it comes to inclusion and diversity. As a matter of fact, I've only seen and heard the exact opposite. Unfortunately, I don't have time to comb through thousands of boring-ass Sims videos, but I did find multiple comments from different people all saying the same thing. On more than one occasion, Deligracy used the T slur to refer to transgender individuals. She used a trans slur multiple times in her videos. But according to Deligracy, she's working with EA to fight for inclusion and diversity and to make this game a safe space. Fuck all the way off with that bullshit. Last year, she and her partner, James Turner, who was also a Sims influencer if you didn't know, received a ton of backlash for supporting Ethan Klein, a pro-Israel podcaster. They literally buy the guy's merch, and James went around defending Ethan Klein on YouTube. It was even in a Phil DeFranco video. I'm not saying I care about Deligracy or James' social or political views, but the reason I bring it up is because this is a person who is claiming to value inclusion and diversity. My point is, just say you want the ad revenue from the early access videos and stop pretending to care.
Am I bi? No, I'm not. I'm straight.
That's just what we need, a straight, cis white woman fighting for diversity and inclusion. But Deligracy isn't the only Sims creator who has claimed that they're only working with EA for the benefit of the people.
I've opted to remain within the EA Creator Network so that I may continue to advocate for this community and have a direct way to communicate with the developers. I also choose to create content on one of the most diverse packs this game has ever seen, especially if this buyout goes through and continued diversity is something that is such a large concern for myself and a lot of you guys included. That representation does still deserve exposure, especially right now.
I hate to break it to you guys, but you don't have as much power and influence over EA as you think you do. And secondly, does it really matter if there's diversity and inclusion in this game when the owners of the company who are making this game are killing people who are diverse? What's more important here, fighting for diversity in a video game or in real life? If these influencers truly care about inclusion and diversity, they will stop working with this company today. On Deligracy's post about not leaving the EA Creator Network, one person wrote this: I've been subscribed for over 10 years. I unsubscribed today. As a gay man, you're contributing to the murder of gay men, women, and trans folks. I hope you start to realize that queer lives are more important than The Sims. And again, nobody is telling Deligracy that she has to stop playing this game. They're questioning why she's continuing to work with EA, which is currently being acquired by human rights abusers. I'm sorry, but this is a very simple decision to make. Either you support what EA's doing, or you don't. But to give you a look at the other side of the Sims community, the toxic positivity side, another comment right under that one says this: Deli has been very open about anxiety. Change can be quite scary, especially when she clearly loves what she does. I don't think it's because she doesn't have morals or values. These influencers get away with the most hypocritical fucking behavior because of people like this. Parasocial fans will pull any excuse out of their ass to defend their favorite influencer, and now, apparently Deligracy has to work with EA because she has anxiety.
You done lost your damn mind.
Gotcha, okay. Is her psychiatrist Andrew Wilson? I'm just curious. But much like this commenter says, there's also a lot of Sims influencers who are using this excuse of, I'm gonna continue working with EA because I just love The Sims so much.
I've opted to remain within the EA Creator Network. I've been playing The Sims since I was literally just 8 years old in the year 2000. That's for 26 of my 34 years of life.
I also want to state before going into the rest of this video that I do not agree or support the pending buyout of EA. But at this point, I'm just trying to enjoy my favorite game before the new ownership makes a bunch of changes.
That's like me saying I hate Starbucks. I don't agree with the company at all. They're awful. And then I post 5 videos promoting the new drinks on the Starbucks menu that they gave me for free. I just love coffee so much I can't help it. Hashtag Starbucks partner. It's bullshit. The clownery needs to end with these people. I'm insulted that they think we're dumb enough to believe these excuses. You love The Sims, great. Play The Sims all you want. Make as many videos as you want. But loving The Sims does not mean you have to work with EA.
It's very simple, darling. It's really not that hard.
By the way, I've also heard a lot of people say things like, well, it's easy for the big creators to leave, but the small ones have to stay in the network because they need the money. I can guarantee you that some of these people are just making $200 to $300 a month in ad revenue. Obviously, that's not a livable wage for anyone. And even if they're getting some commissions from their creator codes, which I think they get 5% commissions, I still don't see any world where these people are financially beholden to the EA Creator Network. So unless EA is handing them a check under the table, leaving the Creator Network is not going to bankrupt them. I don't know if they're all waiting for their coach purse to come in the mail, or maybe EA does give them more and they're just not telling us, but I don't understand the unwavering loyalty these people have to this company. Steffo Sims was one of the many Sims 4 influencers who left the EA Creator Network a few months ago, and recently she went on a podcast where she discussed the EA buyout and her reason for cutting ties with the company.
So there's a bit of an elephant in the room right now.
Is there?
Please explain to me, like I'm 5 years old, what's happening with Saudi Arabia and The Sims.
So EA got sold is basically what happened. To PIF fund, which is like the Saudi Arabian government basically, and then also Jared Kushner's involved, which is like not good people. I don't think it aligns with The Sims at all, and I didn't want to be involved with EA, so I said I am no longer affiliating with them.
Did you have friends at EA?
I still do.
Oh, so then what, you left the EA partner program?
Yeah, because that was like as much as I was affiliated with them, like I didn't want to accept money from them, because like once that deal goes through, that would be like accepting money from them, basically.
Yeah. It really is as simple as that. You cannot continue working with EA if you care about women's rights and LGBTQ rights, or a free press, or inclusion and diversity in general. This Sims creator Zephrine went on YouTube and TikTok and encouraged Sims players to do what they can to stop the buyout.
We have a chance to stop the Electronic Arts buyout.
But then halfway through the video, this creator says this:
I've opted to remain within the EA Creator Network.
I admire that this person is taking action and encouraging people to do something, but you're preaching about wanting to stop the buyout while you're actively lining EA's pockets. You're saying stop the buyout, yet your actions are encouraging the buyout.
I truly think this pack is stunning. I do have a creator code.
Do we see this contradiction? And again, yes, EA is the villain here. They're the ones who deserve the majority of the blame. They're the ones who are pulling the strings. But these influencers are not innocent victims. They're willing participants. And also, while we're on this topic, not to be pessimistic here, because again, I do appreciate creators like this one who are saying, do what you can, call your representatives. I think that's better than nothing. But I do believe those efforts at this point are futile. And that is because the only politicians who seem to care about the EA buyout are Democrats. And as we know, Republicans have the majority in Congress. All of the government agencies like the FTC and the Department of Treasury that could actually do something about this deal, all of those agencies are led by people who were hand-selected and at the beck and call of Trump. He put them in those positions. He can remove them at any moment. They're loyal to him. And need I remind you about the massive conflict of interest here? It's Trump's family, his son-in-law, who's one of the 3 entities buying EA. The US government, while the Trump administration is in power, will not do shit to stop this deal. And that is why the best thing we can do as consumers is to stop giving our money to EA. Stop enriching the future owners of this company. At this point, it's not about stopping the buyout, it's about voting with your wallet. It's about making the very easy decision to not give your money to the Trump family and human rights abusers. And yes, it's impossible to be a purely ethical consumer in this day and age. We're all aware of that, but it's very easy to not give your money to EA. There's a Sims 4 creator who has been the queen of royalty gameplay in the Sims community for years. Her name is Mira Ray. She's made Let's Plays and guides for how to create your own royal family in The Sims 4. She has years-long legacies with lore and stuff, really talented creator. So when the Sims 4 Saudi Royals pack was announced, out of everyone, you'd think Mira Ray would be the one who's most excited for this new expansion. Well, recently she came out with the video where she said this.
How will the new pack affect your gameplay, and will you be getting the royalty pack? So, the short answer is no, I will not. There are well-documented human rights concerns connected to that fund and to the government that it represents. It includes reporting from international human rights organizations about imprisonment, death sentences, and as well as suppression of the LGBTQ+ community. So because of that, a couple episodes ago, I did say that I personally don't feel comfortable financing and supporting EA going forward.
Hear ye, folks. This is integrity. This is putting your money where your mouth is. This is a creator who understands the impact and influence they have with their viewers, who is using their platform responsibly. Mira Ray even turned down a paid partnership cash money that EA offered her to make content for this royalty pack.
And then someone said, I can't believe they didn't reach out for you to work on the royalty pack. They actually did reach out to me. They reached out to me for a paid partnership, and I said no.
This could have been a very lucrative opportunity for her, a great way to get more viewers, but she chose to do what's right instead. I want you to compare this example to the others we discussed today, because it's very clear to me who has integrity and conviction and who doesn't. And if you're one of the influencers out here saying, oh my god, look at this new pack, use my creator code at checkout, I don't know what else to say except you're a joke. And when you inevitably fail at being a Sims influencer, or when EA completely destroys the Sims franchise, whichever comes first, you guys should try out for the circus, because this whole thing is giving clown.
Let's set the roof on fire. Step by step, raise the whole room higher. Pick up your step, don't try her. Down, up, down, like a boom bap choir. Turn out the beat, raise up the heat. Kick up your feet like this, like that. Word on the street says you got the heat, so let's see you move like this, like